Honey Barton, and I'm an ITT Tech grad.
Scholarships and financial aid are available for students who qualify. Call 800-657-6854. That's 800-657-6854.
All right, we all know I am a mess in the kitchen. Believe me, you don't want to see it. But if there's one thing I know and love, it's a high-quality cut of steak. And there's a big Australian dinner party every day at every Outback. And today, we're lucky to have the meat guy, Chef Adrian Richardson, here with some big steak news. G'day, mate.
G'day, Matt.
See, how'd I do that? Was that okay?
You did it really well. Nice and relaxed, almost like an Aussie. Well done.
Thank you. So tell us about what your partnership is with Outback right now. What do they have going on?
Well, Outback is all about serving quality food, perfectly cooked, in a relaxed Australian environment. That's what it's all about. Nice and relaxed, cool and calm. But what we've got is the centre cut sirloin steak, which is the most tender cut of all. And that's what we're showing people.
And that's what this is right here. So tell us a little bit about it. Like, what makes it so unique? What makes it so good, really?
Well, I know a lot about the different cuts, but the centre cut is the most tender. That's the most tender. So when you cut into it, all the moisture, the flavour, the juices are in that piece of meat. And when you put it in your mouth, that's when you taste it. That's when you taste how good it is.
And you know a little thing about meat, being the meat guy. How do you get a nickname like that, where you're walking around with that hanging over your head all day?
Well, I love meat. I love everything about it, and I even wrote a book on it. I cook a lot of meat back at home in Australia, so I do know quite a lot about the different cuts of meat. And that's why this cut, the centre cut of the sirloin, I know is the most delicious cut. It's the all-rounder. It will fit, everyone will love it.
It fits everybody's palate. Can you cook it a wrong way?
Yeah, you can always muck up the cooking of it, but they don't do that at Outback. Everything's cooked beautifully. But the centre cut everyone's going to love it. You know, it's got that right amount of moisture, the flavour. It is tender. It's just a beautiful cut of meat.
And with Outback, we got the opportunity to go bigger now, right?
That's right. I mean, Outback is so generous, and if you get online and go to outback.com/go bigger, you can register and you can go bigger on us, which is what it's all about.
And going to Outback's so great because you got everything. You got the bloomin' onion, and you got all the great sides and everything with it. But when you go in there, how do you ask them to cook your steak? I mean, I know they do everything perfect there already, but do you have any extra tips or anything?
Well, for me, I like my steak medium rare or medium, and I find that that's the best way to keep the moisture in the steak. That's where it belongs. But mate, if you want to have it well done or cooked any other way, just ask them and they'll cook it for you. I mean, the steak, the centre cut is so tender that it'll go well done on you. But I reckon if you pull it back a little bit, medium rare, I think that's the best way to enjoy the steak beautifully.
Now, we were talking about garnishes, but then we were also talking about stuff you put on top of it. What do you put on top of your steak? Well, it's a little different.
Well, I mean, you can see the steaks here. It's got the potato and you've got veggies there as well, but I sort of push that aside. I put a little bit of mustard on it, and I get in the steak. My thing is to eat and enjoy the steak, and then then you have some vegetables, which is good for a balanced diet.
Exactly.
And then a little bit of potato. I reckon if you go for the potato first, you might fill up, which is what you don't want. Get into the steak. That's what it's all about.
I'm going to try that mustard thing. This smells great. I might try it with this. For more info, head to our website, studiodtelevision.com.
Yum, we're going to stay on food. That's okay with you guys.
Please.
Okay, a popular New York ice cream parlor is starting a bit of a darker trend and has introduced black ice cream, and it is jet black. Morgenstern's finest ice cream premiered coconut ash ice cream made with, you guessed it, coconut ash. Now, coconut ash is a form of activated charcoal that has recently become a go-to ingredient in juices, pizza, cocktails, even toothpaste. The owner had a fancy chocolate bar that had coconut ash, and it prompted him to create coconut ice cream and put it on the menu. Now, it's accompanied by coconut flakes, coconut cream, coconut milk, super coconut flavor that is said to temporarily dye your mouth black.
Ew. Well, you had me until you told me I was going to turn my mouth black.
Temporarily. Are you guys coconut fans?
I am a big coconut fan.
I don't like actual coconut, but I like the
coconut
flavor
flavored.
of it. Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of people really do not like coconut at all. But I think this coconut ash is really cool because they're putting it in a lot of different products. It's dark black. I mean,
it looks like one of those products that when you eat it, you're expecting to taste something else, and then you taste coconut, and you're like, wait,
what
this is
that?
Confusion.
Yeah. They have really cool flavors there. And, of course, we all talked about what our favorite flavors of ice cream are.
Yeah.
And you guys...
We have the
same ice cream flavor.
Yeah.
Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia.
So good.
It is cherry ice cream with chunks of cherry and chunks of chocolate chip. It's a great marriage. Everybody gets some.
So good.
Now you explain it that way, I've got to try me some Cherry Garcia.
You've never had it?
No, I've not.
Oh, okay. And your favorite?
Okay, pralines and cream from Baskin Robbins.
Specifically.
It is the best thing to life. Yeah, there's little like pralines, and I've always like gone back and forth. I'm like, pralines. I don't know. My dad used to to take us to get ice cream every Sunday at Baskin-Robbins growing up, and this was my go-to.
Because you like the crunchy nuts.
The crunchy nuts, yeah.
Okay.
See, mine is from my childhood too, because that was what my parents would buy all the time. It was their ice cream, so it was the only thing that was really around, and now it's my favorite.
Okay, and then Matt's favorite. He told us about this yesterday.
Of course
What is that?
That is the Mickey Mouse Pop from Disney World.
That is a true story, actually. So.
Is that true?
Oh, I know you're trying to be funny, ha-ha with it, but no, that is a true
It's
story.
actually your
really
favorite?
do
I
like
get
it?
one every time I'm at the parks. Yes.
No.
Yes, I do.
Every weekend you have one of those?
Not every weekend, once a month. Once a month, I gotta re-up my pass, okay?
That's your favorite?
Yeah.
I was going back and forth with
shady.
that between Superman ice cream, you know, that like rainbow
Yeah.
flavored,
Yeah.
but then we had to go with the Walt Doolittle theme.
No,
So.
that's actually a true story.
I love that he storms in here. He's like,
that's actually,
he's like,
I'm about to make my point.
It's called a Mickey bar. Thank you.
Oh, excuse me.
I thought it was called a Doolittle bar.
A Maddie bar?
Coming up on Studio D, a lesson in virality. Check out this teacher's effort to show her students how far the internet can take you. And later, the inside scoop on the next Food Network star when we talk to one of the new season's contestants. We'll be right here on Studio D.